All right, guys. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if anybody pops on. Give it a second. Um, what am I going to do? Let's see. What was I going to do? Yeah, says I'm live. All right, guys. Well, hello and welcome. Today is July 29th, 2026. Holy moly, I can't believe it. And I'm going to say our summer's almost over. Not really. Here in lovely Yuba, Arizona, summer goes till like October. But yeah, school is starting soon. So let's see if anybody pops on. And if you stumbled across this video, my name is Jennifer Olea. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Yuba, Arizona. And hello. All right. So Wednesdays here in the paper crafting. I got two of my things messed up. Wednesdays here in the Crafty Casita. It's all about paper crafting fun. So right now I'm live. Later on today, there will be another video on YouTube that is a fun fold. If you are not subscribed to, hello Yolanda, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. What do you think? Yeah, it's short, but it's curly. Never in my life have I had curly hair. Okay, if you follow or you subscribe to my email list, then I send you a link to the Funfold video. I also send you what I call a recipe card with all the measurements to create that Funfold. So hopefully you like what you see here and you subscribe. Yeah, let's see. All right. So let's get crafting. I was at the gym this morning and my trainer knows when I do lives. And so I think it was a really hard workout so that my arms wouldn't work. I feel very noodly, like my arms are like noodles. Okay, let's make the table bigger and then let's have some paper crafting fun because why would we not want to have paper crafting fun? If you've stumbled across this video, this is how you can find me on all the socials. How's everyone doing today? Good, I hope. Surviving the heat, or not. Maybe you live someplace where there's no heat. So rock on. Good morning, Yolanda or Lola. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much. Okay, today's card is copying it from the catalog. So if you have a Stampin' Up! Catalog, page 62, this guy right here. Sometimes I go to the catalog for inspiration and you can tweak it to how you want it. This one's kind of a copy and I'm okay with that. But I had to switch it up just a little bit because of what I have, the stamps that I chose, that kind of thing. So you just, get crafted and have some fun. Okay, this is the card we're going to make today. And let's see. I love a good tab. Like my mom used to drink tab in the 70s and 80s, before Diet Coke. But I love a good stationery file folder kind of tab. I'm not sure why, but I do. So today we are going to start with Petal Pink. And it's your traditional card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we have this guy. Let's see. All right. And then we're going to do some tone on tone. So I have another piece of Petal Pink. Good morning, Mom. I kind of always assume when Dad's name comes up that it's you, Mom. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. So we're doing some tone on tone here, Petal Pink, and we are going to run this through the machine using a new embossing folder. It looks like the rings of a tree trunk. And this weekend, I helped cut down a tree. And we got, I had the hubby slice off some, I'm gonna call them like slabs, but like inch thick slabs of the wood so that I would have this effect. I'm hopefully gonna make some trivets out of it. I used the word trivets, and Brian was like, "What's a trivet?" I had to explain to him what a trivet was, but I've also worked in home goods stores for the majority of my retail life. So, do you guys know what a trivet is? If you don't know what a trivet is, it's the thing you put a hot pot on so you don't destroy your counters. Okay, so here, look at how pretty that is. Let's see, it looks like it's a large folder. It could be a large folder. We're only going to use a portion of the die, this guy right here. But yeah, it does look like a large folder. Okay, so we're not going to attach this yet because I am going to wrap some baker's twine around it. And I have these packs, and I always use the white first. That always gets like used up first. So we're going, I can't decide if I want to use black or if we're going to use this kind of taupey color, gray color, but we'll see. We'll see what happens at the end. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Yolanda. Okay. So I have some designer series paper here, which is very springy and or black and white. So that's for the inside. Let's see. That's for the inside. Okay. I have this strip here, and whew, baby, it's hot in here. Okay. And I'm just going to cut it at an angle like this. And we're going to attach these later on. But I have this piece right here, designer series paper. It is 3x4, and we are going to run it through the machine and get that tab cut out, right? So it's going to go like this. Let's pull the machine in. I can show you. Get my layers up and ready. All right. Now, I am definitely going to use some washi tape for this. Or, it's not really washi tape. It's sticky tape. It's old sticky tape. All right. So just so we get that tab file kind of look for it to it, and I have to find my other acrylic plate. All right, so let's run that through. And I guess I could have done, I'm going to do one more thing through the machine. I'm going to take this two-tone Pretty Peacock, and I'm going to take and get a label out of it with this die, which comes from, I guess I didn't show you guys any of the dies, stamps I'm using, but I'll show you here in a minute. Okay. And I am using the lighter side of the Pretty Peacock because I'm going to stamp on the darker side, and I wanted that contrast. Okay, so we are, oh, I should have turned up the AC before I turned on all these lights. Okay, so here's what we're going to be using today. Border Beauty, I just use, those are the stamps. So Border Beauty, I just used this guy and the tab guy, and then we're going to be stamping with Filled with Sweetness and the Bordered in Beauty. We're going to be using the butterflies and this guy right here that looks like a rainbow, or a bunch of mini rainbows, but I'm actually flipping them upside down, just because. Okay, so we have our file tab designer series paper right here. We're going to pull in some Calypso Coral and we're going to stamp the rainbows. I'm not sure why I wanted it upside down. I think because I just didn't want rainbows. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. And maybe that's how it was in the picture. No, I had the rainbows up the right way. Let's see. All right. So these guys are just kind of on here. You could follow the lines. You don't have to follow the lines. And I will probably do 3. And this middle one right here, I am doing halfway, right? And then we'll just kind of see how that goes. Okay. Also, I said I was using the butterflies. I already stamped the butterflies and used 3 of them on the sample card. These guys, I'm going to fussy cut. I'm pretty sure there's a die that cuts out the whole strip of butterflies. But I want these butterflies individual because I'm going to scatter them around the card. And it doesn't have to be, you're just kind of loosely cutting around these cute little butterflies. So really I'm using these butterflies like an embellishment. Like so. And you want to turn your paper around and around. You try on a smaller piece. The big piece is bugging me. You try to leave your scissors in one spot and you move your paper. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. One more. Like so. All right, so there's that. Okay, let's start building this guy a little bit. Well, no, you know what? We're going to stamp one more thing. So, and I should have stamped this in the beginning when I made this card. I told myself stamp in the beginning so that it will dry. Okay, we're using the white craft ink. White, okay? It's not black, it's white. And we're going to stamp on the regular, the dark, what am I trying to say? On the dark Pretty Peacock 2-tone paper, right? So we have the lighter shade. This is the traditional shade. The lighter shade is like one step down. Okay, we're going to ink this guy up nice and good. And then we're going to stamp. Okay. And then the words that I chose to put it here are thank you. And it just fits. Okay. Like so. Now, this you can cut out with a die, but that die gives you 2 little holes like here and here. And I didn't want that because it wouldn't really work with the words that I chose to put in there. So instead of using the die, I'm going to fussy cut it. Like so. Okay. And then, and I'm trying really hard not to put my fingers on it because this white ink does need just a smidge of time to dry. So I'm living on the edge here. And probably in Yuma, Arizona, it doesn't take that much time to dry. Okay, so here we go. All right, now this guy right here is what I'm going to put 2 holes on either side so that I can put the twine through, the baker's twine. And I'm pulling out my crocodile that I've had for, I don't know, 700 years. Well, I will tell you, I know I bought this somewhere between when the kid was in kindergarten and 4th grade. That's how old this thing is. I don't know what years we lived in places, but I know what grade level the kid was. So, all right, we have that guy. Now, I am going to flip this guy over and put dimensionals on it. Like so. And so. We're going to start building the front of the card, but the twine is going to go through these holes, and then I'm going to put this guy on top of it. Okay, so I want to build the card a little bit first. And if we want it straight, do we want it a little tilted? I'm always up for a good paper tilt. I like my layers straight, but I don't mind stuff being a little tilted. Let's see, Yolanda said yes, white ink takes longer to dry. It does. So let's cross our fingers that I don't smudge anything. All right, and then I think this guy's going to tilt a little bit more. I like how there's all this blue up here showing. I don't really want to cover that up, or it may go this way. Oh, who knows? Okay. Let's just go this way, like so. And then, oops, those aren't part of the card. Okay, these little guys, these black and white guys are going under here. And I don't know if I can, yeah, I can. Just kind of, oops, so the way that I cut these at the angle, I want one angle going one way and one angle going the other way. So, yeah, it's going to be more like that. And I've given myself, it can peek over this embossed layer because I still have a little bit of card left. So let's go ahead and get some seal on this guy. I just love layering and layering paper. I can layer paper all day. Is that weird? I tell my husband it's cheaper than therapy, but I don't know. Okay, so we're going to, I think I'm going to do the black just because I have the polka dot paper here. I think it'll work. So I want a good bit of twine here. Oops. And it's going to go through these holes like easy peasy, right? Sure, easy peasy. It's like threading a needle. Okay, and then we're going to pick up the whole front of the card, and I am wrapping this guy around a couple times. Like that. And then I'm going to tie a knot, but it's going to go under all of the twine because I want all these twine guys, these the strings of twine to be kind of scrunched together. Let's see. Lola said, love that look of wonky directions. I tend to do straight. Thanks for showing me a new idea. You're very welcome. Sometimes I do wonky because sometimes it's hard to get things straight. I definitely do wonky when I'm doing like individual letters, but so I'm glad I could help out, Lola. Thank you. All right. So we're doing kind of a little bow there. Kind of, let's see, like that. I'm going to trim those layers up there, but what I am going to do is add dimensionals to this side, but I didn't want to add them. I guess I could have added them and not taken them off, but I didn't want it sticking to the front of the card yet. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's see. Yolanda said fun and pretty card. Oh, thank you, Yolanda. All right. So we're going to stick this guy. And then I already have dimensionals on this guy. It's going to go on this layer. Like so. We'll get that off. There you go. Let's see. We're going to add some seal to the back of this. I'm doing a little bit more seal than I typically would because of the texture. Because of the back. All the texture. All right. So, yeah, I like the black. I think it works. I'll show you the two variations if you guys let me know if you like the black twine or the taupe twine better. Okay. Now, the inside of the card. So, the inside, I just have some, like a scrap here, and I thought I would just layer it on here. Again, kind of the black and white. Oops. There we go. Like so. Lately, I'm not putting it up against the bottom. I'm not sure why. I just think it kind of pops out like that. Okay. And we're going to, so the sentiments are from the Filled with Sweetness stamp set. And so we're going to use Calypso Coral and do You're the Sweetest up top. And then I'm going to do the rainbows, but I'm going to do them the correct way. Let's see. And you just have to line them up as close as you can. Like so. There we go. And that is the inside of our card. So yeah, hopefully you guys get a little inspiration to do some wonky patterned paper on your cards. I don't think that's the technical term, but hey, why not? If I say it, you guys will know what I'm talking about, right? All right, so here is our card for today. And yeah, oh, I'll show you. So do you guys like the black baker's twine or do you guys like the taupe baker's twine better? You guys let me know. Oh, this guy needs butterflies. Like so. These butterflies, I cut them out. I'm definitely using them. And to put these on, I use glue dots because it's way easier. Oh, thank you, Lola. Thank you, thank you. I get distracted. I typically don't put like embellishments. I usually have embellishments here at the table too. Also, and I realized that on a lot of my cards, when I'm doing them on video, I don't add them because I forget. Because I'm that old. All right, let's go. One more glue dot for this guy. And we'll put that right there. And so thank you for reminding me, Lola. And then I'm going to use these, this bling, the embellishments. I'm only going to put 2 on because I feel like the butterflies are embellishments themselves. And so I still want an odd number. And I'll just go like that. Okay, I'm getting close to being done with this. I was like, could I use that green one? I cannot. I can't use that green on this card. Okay, yeah. So if you guys let me know if you like the black twine or you like the taupe twine, and we will go from there. Thank you guys so much for being here. A fun fold will be going out later today. And I hope each of you have a little time for some paper crafting fun today. Thank you guys so much for being here. See you next week.